Maybe next year there'll be a prize for confidence. Now, we've got the final business that we'll be presenting. They've got some very big shoes to fill here. It'll be Unplag from Ukraine. I want to do one or two things with you very quickly. We've got an award ceremony coming up. And you've got to make me look good, right? So I'm not going to say, and the winner is, and then everybody just does this. So we're going to practice. Do you mind? Do I get your permission to practice? All right, here we go. And the winner is, ladies and gentlemen, that gentleman right there. No. Now, I just want, you know what? You can clap. But if you want to hoo-hoo a little bit, you can do that too. I don't mind. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Okay, and the winner is, ladies and gentlemen, IDCEE. Now, wasn't that so much better? That really makes a difference. Anyway, are we ready? Great. Now, our final business, ladies and gentlemen, and one more time, and you don't have to put the woo in, but Unplag will be presenting 5 minutes, judges' questions, all the best of luck. Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for selecting us, and thank you for presenting on the main stage. My name is Irina Krulets. I'm a product manager at Unplag.
I'm Andrei Levchuk. I'm the project manager of Unplag.com.
So, you guys all know about plagiarism, right? It's been around pretty much longer than the internet. And you all were students, and you know how important it is to use your brain, but not somebody else's brain, because in the end, you will do your job and not somebody else for you. So we were very, very passionate to create a plagiarism detection engine to protect original content. And we researched a market. And what we found? We found that there is a monopolist on the market. And you know that monopoly is not good because there is no incentive to innovate. And what they did, firstly, they said implicitly and explicitly in their terms and conditions that the property rights somehow are violated of the users, of the students, of the owners of these works. Another thing that we know that every year they are increasing their pricing by 38 or 40%. And we already heard from educational establishments that they are looking for alternative for this. And we also know that there are some niche players, but they can't afford that good quality of web check because they try to save money and parse web bases, and they don't update it. And to get a report, plagiarism report, takes too long. So we found a solution. Our team of developers were working for 1 year to present it to you, and we already launched our product on 6th of October. So we developed unique and efficient algorithm, which is very fast, and it proved 99% of accuracy when checking it. And now we are about to create a strategic partnership with Crossref. Crossref is the biggest educational establishments platform which gives a DOI number to every work published. So we are about to get this database and to check versus this database. And now we also increasing our database. So this check will be performed versus Internet, Bing, and Google, which are our strategic partners, and of course versus our database and versus library our client will have. So we want to satisfy universities. It's our main segment. Another important segment is copyright law companies. Also, we would like to help. Original content. It's very flexible and based on the market pricing for this kind of quality. And we're gonna provide a free of charge check for that's what our clients actually need, and we know it, and we will do this for them. Any feature will be developed under request, and we're going to establish our Unplug lab for PhDs to write their feedback about the product, and we will make it better for them. The user interface, you will have an ability to check it yourself. It's very friendly and cool. We're going to also integrate it with learning management system. It will be very easy via IPA to embed to the university learning management system, and they wouldn't even interact with our web-based software.
Yeah, so I just wanted to add that the idea came up to us like 4 years ago, but till this time, the last year, we didn't have like much financially, and so we were not able to start working on this project. Well, now we have launched it, and actually we started with a test service that was able to check only against the internet, and actually within 4 years we gathered around 500,000 users, and some of them are even like our corporate clients, universities from London, Pakistan, and even a department of Thomson Reuters. Yeah, so actually the main question, how it works. So you just upload the file to the system. The files that are available for uploading are doc, docx, txt, odt, html, and pdf. Then you choose the checking option. So you can compare two documents between each other. You can compare a new document with your library, meaning that like with all the files that you have previously uploaded. And you can check against the internet or the internal database of the unplag.com system, meaning with all the files that our users have ever uploaded into for checking. So what we have for now is the release number 1 has API integration. Available the checking options that I have just said, and also web-based support, and flexible pricing, which is achieved by our algorithm. We plan to come up with a global solution for the universities, also publishers, SEO companies, and content marketing companies, for them to have a grammar checker, to have an anti-synonymization. Well, if you want to hear about it, I'll tell you later. And yeah, peer grading, apps for tablet, mobile, e-rater, URL check, mainly like for SEO and bloggers. Yeah, and the ability to exclude the pre-selected sources, meaning if you don't want to include it to the search, it will be excluded. So, yeah, welcome Unplag.
Thank you.
So you mentioned Bing and Google as your strategic partners in your presentation. Can you explain what you mean by that? So any institutionalized partnership, or what kind of partnership are you with them?
Yes, meaningly that we work with them on agreed terms for them to provide their resources for our internet checks. So to check the files against our internal database, the client's library, we use our own functionality. But to be able to check against the internet, we use the external resources, which are being paid for, of course, and those are provided by Google and Bing.
Regarding your technology, your algorithms,
okay.
This is a very crowded space. I mean, this plagiarist software space. So I'm still not clear. What are your major differentiators? What is so defensible about the technology? Is there anything that could be patented, for example?
Okay, I understand the question. So basically what the system does is it divides a text into small linguistic units, and it compares it with accordingly to the type of check it shows. And it compares it either with your database or the internet or the global database of the website. And actually, we have tested a lot of such systems, and we saw that not all of them, well, a lot of them, they miss out like the huge parts of text. For example, we took a PhD dissertation. It was around 80 pages long, and one of the checkers it missed even like, 10 pages. We totally knew that they are plagiarized because we took it from the web source, and it just missed it. So, and we ensure that our system does not includes all those, all the copied parts.
And what technology methods do you use? Detection technology.
Well, yeah, our CTO would be the best person to answer it.
You mentioned you had 500,000 clients for the old version. You keep releasing new versions. What's the main purpose of that? Increase the amount of money you make on new clients, or increase number of clients?
Yeah,
what kind of new clients are you trying to get with the new versions? Can you talk about
But our previous version was mainly for individuals, and there were a lot of individuals using just web-based application, and now we want to concentrate more on the educational segment, and that is why they need this library, they need repository, they need the functionality, to create any structure which some writes, to create an administrator, a student, and they have their own, let's say, what they are authoritative to do, what they can do, and what they can't do. So it's mainly for educational establishment. That is why we totally changed our product.
Well, actually, not only. It's so we have individual sector and we have a corporate sector. Corporate sector meaning like big companies that work with content. They create a lot of content. They sell it, for example. They publish it somewhere. They need to be sure that their writers they provide unique content. And yeah, also universities, educational sector, it's very clear. For example, it's not typical for Ukraine for now. Hopefully we will be the first on this market.
If I'm understanding correctly, your current feature set is more for use by faculty in the case of education. But with your new features, you're moving more towards the student side. Is there going to be confusion in the market as you make that transition?
Well, you see, the market is really, really big. Even here, we met people that were interested in our product and asked, what are you doing? And they said, we are selling books, but we need to find the way to find the distributors that sell those books and do not belong to us. So there are a lot of ways to move on, like to develop further on the market, and that is why, well, at least the educational sector is like the biggest one, the biggest market, the biggest segment of this market.
Can you tell us a couple of words about your commercial traction? So what did you earn with those 5 million users over the last 3 years?
500,000.
500,000, sorry, yes, thank you.
Well, it's, like we do not give a users like high price. It's 5 cents per page. And actually in Unplag we will offer checking this database for free, checking this your own files for free, and they will pay only for the internet checks. So it's, well, I wouldn't say it's much, about maybe 10,000, something like that.
And I want to add that we have very powerful guys who are doing a content marketing, and that is why we have already a support team which every day are working on these requests that are coming from actually AdWords campaigns. So that is why I think the key of this success is a mix of things we are doing.
You mentioned that you are very fast, so I've been wondering how long will it take for a user to get a report from you?
It is 8 seconds per 1,000 of words.
How many seconds?
8 seconds.
So how fast is this, like in pages?
So if you have a normal, let's say, student work, like I did in my university, 50 pages, so it takes you a bit more than 1 minute to check it. Currently, I haven't seen that speed.
Yeah, and of course, we're working on making it faster. So.
And how are we going to compete with those services, similar services, that are completely free?
Our strategy, firstly, is to to tackle the market segment of universities which are not using any plagiarism system. And we already know some universities in Bahrain, in India, so in the developing countries. They don't have such systems at all. We want, to train on this to make ourselves better, and by the meantime, trying to also to take some clients, some universities from our competitors. And we already know that they are looking for the alternatives, because we are also talking with them all the time. We have people who are calling these universities and talking with their educational affairs departments, and they know that they are a bit not satisfied with the pricing, because normally client tells what they want to have, and the service provider make it for them. But this is another way. This is another situation. So that is why they want to be a king again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well done. Now the fun starts. I'm not going to practice again, don't worry. Who saw the robot dance on stage? Was it yesterday? You saw the robot, huh? So the people who we call up from stage will have to dance like that robot when they walk up. And I'm not joking. We're going to be mentioning some of the awards. We've got 4 awards to give away. We also have the awards that the judges have been working very hard on. I mean, they've obviously deliberated. Was it easy?
Always.
Always easy. Pasha? No? Did you guys fight at all? What happens behind the scenes? You wrestle?
We still have to make a decision, so it's...
You still?